Hello, Craftaholics, and if this is your first time here, it is a pleasure to meet you. My name is Peggy. Welcome to my studio. Today we are talking Dreaming Tree. It is my favorite site to go to get SVG files because they have they run the gamut with everything. They have everything from cards to 3D houses to Easter baskets, like carts for like Thanksgiving and harvest, and every holiday from, well, there's Mother's Day, Father's Day, Valentine's Day, Easter, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Mardi Gras, you name it, they've got it. And along with having all of these files, they also have an extensive library of free SVG files, which is actually what we're going to be making today, this card, which is one of their free files. Online, their website is 3dsvg.com, and I am going to have a link to this project down below. You put them in a cart just like you're buying something, but there is no charge for any of the free files. And what's really cool is they always have a free gift, and those are the new sets that are coming out. So for a limited time, when you make a purchase, you can get the new sets as a free gift. So it's a really good way to build up your library of files. And honestly, I try to shop there at least once a month. But I always check them out when there's a new freebie, just to see what it is, because there's always files that I want to get anyway, so why not get something extra? And they have a loyalty points program, so every time you make a purchase, you get points, and then you can use those points towards your next purchase. So it's a win-win for everybody. And I will be honest, it is a affiliate link, so if you download this, that's awesome. And if you decide to take a look around and buy anything else, I do make a tiny little commission. Anyway, let's get back to this. So when you download your folder, there's all the files that you will have to upload to your cutting machine. And I have a Cricut. I actually have two Cricuts. One is on the fritz right now, sadly. So I'm using a Cricut Explorer Air 2 right now. But there's always a file, it's like a menu. And that's what this is. And it shows you what their finished product looks like when they made it, using the papers at Leo. Leo is the owner and mastermind behind all of these creations. And he does the best assembly videos out there. They're amazing. And he even does videos for the freebies too. So this is what we're going to be making. It'll show you what you're going to be making, what you need. And then it shows each one like it says white cardstock. So out of the white cardstock, we're going to be cutting the envelope. And it even tells you how wide it's going to be. It's going to be 11.4 inches wide. So you need a 12 by 12 sheet of cardstock. But you can also, I mean, if you have a Cricut or any other kind of cutting machine, you know, you can change these around, which is what I did. I didn't use the same colors as they asked for, and I kind of moved things around, but that's beside the point. But it shows you everything and what goes with what color combination. And like I said, the sizes. And you have a reference photo. So let me put this aside. Sorry about the jumpy. Okay. So here's everything that my machine cut out for me. Being limited with cardstock, best I could do, but I'm actually really happy with what I got. So out of this pink kind of glitter cardstock, I had this flower, these two little hearts. I'll put those aside. And then out of this really pretty, I love this pink color. And I hope it's bright enough for you guys to see. I am working on getting new lights, so just be patient, okay? I'm sorry, I know it's not the best out there, but I'm trying. So I put these pieces aside. It cuts everything out for you. And when you cut them out, save these extra little bits and pieces because you can always use them somewhere else. Then out of white, actually, I wanted something a little fancy. So I took some 110-pound cardstock and I actually printed this little lace pattern on both sides just to give a little something extra. And then these are the pieces. Whoops, sorry guys. These are the pieces for the envelope, which I'm going to put aside for right now. Okay. And like I said, Leo does, let me put my glass. My purple eyes today. Like I said, Leo does a really good job of showing how to put everything together. Now, my machine, it's kind of hard to see it, but I do have a score line right here where to fold my card. And it also gives you little cut marks to put some rhinestones, but I couldn't really see it well. So I don't know if you can tell, but I went with the pencil. I made little dot lines before I started filming because it would take me forever. It took actually forever to find them. So I'm going to find my score line. There we go. I'm going to fold that in half. Just use a bone folder. And since it's 110-pound cardstock, it takes a little bit for it to flatten out, but it will. Especially once it's in the card, it'll be fine. Okay, there's that score line. Now this piece is the liner page, and that's going to go in on this side. So let me get my glue, my Barely Art glue, which I am in need of some more pretty soon, I think. Get that little tip off there. And I am going to put glue. Now you can also use Fabri-Tac or like a tacky glue if you wanted to, just to get a little more wiggle room. Now that's one reason I like Barely Art glue. Now I have used Barely Art glue and I have also used Art Glitter glue, and I love them both. But the Barely Art glue gives me just a little more wiggle time than the other. Sorry. Okay, now I'm going to center this on my base, then Art Glitter glue. So I kind of lost the name of it for a second there in my head. Let's try to get this nice and centered on here. Haven't been doing so good at centering things, sadly. But you just want to make sure that everything is nice. And I put the little bit just to hold all these little bits and pieces down. Okay. And then you have plenty of room to write on the inside of your card. And the neat thing is when it closes, you still get to see this, which is so cool. I love this design. Okay. And like I said, I'm having, because this is 110 pounds, I'm having a little bit, it wants to pop up on me. No big deal. Okay, our next piece is this little floral layering piece. And this piece is going to go right around here. Now, he actually did this, and these pieces were done like in a red, but I honestly couldn't find any. So I like the pink, and it'll work. You'll see. I'm just going to go really lightly around the entire flower. Which, if you can't tell, it's made up of little hearts, which I think is adorable. And this is an older file. This isn't brand new. But, you know, some of the oldies are the best ones. I love, it's just pretty. And with Valentine's Day coming up, I thought this would be a perfect example to show all of you. I'm trying to line it up the best I can. There we go. It's a little bit off. And I should have used Fabri-Tac. It's going to be just a little extra time, but it's okay. So there's that part. Then what we're going to do is we have this flower. And he had done this, and I thought Leo did in this video. I thought it looked really good. Just bend. We're going to form the flowers a little bit. So I'm going to bend them up and then take something, it's like a dowel rod or something skinnier. And then just, now this is thicker cardstock, so I'm not sure how well it will. Oh, there we go. It works okay. I'm just going to kind of form these a little bit so they have a little bit of dimension to them. And all I'm doing is just rolling it right around my paintbrush handle. Nothing fancy. You can use a pencil. You can use whatever you happen to have handy as a form for your flowers. And you don't have to do this. It's just to give it a little, so when it sits down, it gives just a little bit of an extra something, a little pizzazz. So what we're going to do then is put some glue right down here in the middle. And I'm going to kind of flatten them out just a tad. And I'm going to put them offset. I'm going to put this in the center, pull it back down here a little bit more towards me. And I'm going to kind of put them offset. So it is, there you go. So it sits like that. So these are going to make the bottom petals, and this makes the middle petal. Okay? Really, really cute. Then we have a pink dot that the machine cut out. that goes right in the middle here of the flower. Right there. Okay. Now these little hearts are actually scored in the middle, so we're going to fold them over. And I did actually have to ink the edges of these because this was white core paper, which I wasn't thrilled about, but it's all I had handy. Now, this one, we're going to, since that's half of a heart, we're going to put glue on the opposite half. And what we're going to do, fold it in half. I'm going to line it up with the tip, like right with the edge of the cut out heart. Like that. So it's kind of cut, you get a little bit of peek under there, but not a lot. And then I got some glue under there, so that's easy enough to get rid of, no big deal. And then I'll take my second one and fold it. Okay, my Cricut didn't score this one exactly in half, sadly. But I can fix that score line, I think. Yeah, there we go. It's not perfect, but it's okay. Then again, I'm going to put glue on the opposite half of the heart here, like this. Actually, that's the wrong half. Oops. Okay, with it folded this way. Oh, it's one of those days. Okay, just a little bit. And then I'm going to put this down, just like I did the other one. And line it right up. And don't tell me you don't make mistakes like that either, come on. I know you guys. I know you do. There we go. That's why we all get along so well. So they're lifted just a little bit. And then it also cut out this pink heart, which is good, which goes right in the middle of this little scalloped heart that was cut out. So just a little bit of glue under there. And line it up in the center. And just hold that down a little bit. Okay. Now, for decorations, I have some jewels that I got, little sparkles, little sparklies, these, from Buttons Galore and More. And these are the hearts I just got in my swap from Bo Bunny. And I picked out some of the jewels. I noticed that they're not all the same color, and I'm kind of persnickety about that. I like things to match. So some of them are yellower, some of them are more like Aurora Borealis kind of coating. So you just have to kind of pick through and see. But I picked out 10 because there are 10 little spots here. And I'm going to, whoops, I'm just throwing stuff all over the place. Make it my little sticky tool here. And that's what, like I said, I don't know if you can see them or not, where I have put, you can, the pencil marks. That's where it cut really, really light marks in so you know where to put the gems, because the gems actually form the stem for the flower, and these little hearts are the leaves. So it's really, really cute once it's all put together. So I'm going to, let's try it this way. Now you can also use just like sticky gems. Put just a little bit of glue. Pick up a gem. And that may not work. That may not be enough glue. Okay. Now these are clear. So probably not the best idea, since I think you might be able to see my pencil mark underneath it a little bit, but let me move this dish. Isn't this dish beautiful? I love this. I actually found this plate at Goodwill, and I thought it was perfect for my studio. Oops. I am not having luck with this quick stick pokey tool. For some reason, everything wants to either like really stick to it, not come off, or just not stick to it. I'm just not having luck with it. But that's probably just me. So, and this would actually be quicker if I had sticky gems. but I didn't have any handy. And I would still, honestly, even if I was using sticky gems, I would glue them. Just because I've noticed lately that the sticky on them sometimes isn't all that great anymore. And they kind of let go after a little bit. So, just to make sure that they all stick, you know, it's just a good thing to use glue. Just for an insurance policy. Okay. I'm thinking about putting something in the middle there, but I just don't have anything handy. And I'm not sure of what to get. I don't have any more like clear ones like this that would fit in there nicely. Let's see. Oh, wait, I might have an idea. Let's get these on first so they can kind of set up a little bit. So how's everybody doing? Are we all doing Valentine's crafting? I hope so. And either Valentine's or Galentine's, whichever it happens to be for you. And I had seen in a group I belong with, where we just had our Galentine swap, somebody had asked, what is Galentine's Day? And in case you don't know, well, originally, it was for women who were single or had just broken up to kind of band together and, well, kind of bash the men. But it has since evolved. There, that is so pretty. It has since evolved. Let me get the end of that off. And, oh, let me, real quick. If you have one of these sticks, all you do is just give it a little bit of a twist. And it will pop up fresh. It's slow, but it will pop up fresh sticky. Okay. Let me look for, so I would keep talking about Galentine's Day. But since then, it has evolved into something just where we can share with our girlfriends. You know, sit back, have a drink or two, share some good food, some good wine, and just have a good time with the gal pals. So, I'm looking, I'll be right there, guys. So, it can be a day full of fun. Even if you are single, you know, you still have your friends. All right. I am looking for, and I don't know where they went. I am looking, I'm still here. I'm looking for my container of gems. Oh my goodness. That I had hand. I may cut this part out of the video. We'll see. But, oh my gosh, I just had them handy. I just had them, like, not long ago in my hand. And now they are missing. They're MIA. Alright, well. Alright, you know what, guys? I will be right back, okay? Okay, I am back, and I have found my gems. Whew! Boy, that was a day's work, let me tell you. Let me put those aside for right now, though. Because I want to take one of these hearts, and I want to put it right in the middle of that heart. I think it would look really, really cute there. So let me get these out. Well, of course, everything else comes out. But, well, that wasn't supposed to happen. Look at that. These stayed in. Okay, here we go. You know what, since I've got all pinks, I'm sticking with the pink gem here. But what I'm going to do, it is a sticky gem, but still, I am going to put some glue, like I was saying just a minute ago. It's always good to have kind of an insurance policy about these things. Okay, and you, I'm just going to put it right down there. And it doesn't matter, it's not the same shape as the heart that was cut out, and that's okay. There. Now that will have to dry. Okay, oh, that is so pretty. And these gems, I have pink ones. There are some that are lighter shade. So let's see what we've got here. I think, well, the big ones all look like they're darker. There's like a big one. I don't really like that color. Let's see if in... Okay, the next size down, they look a little bit lighter in color. You know what? That actually looks pretty. And it's close to that color. I'm going to put that one down in the middle. Okay. Again, these aren't sticky, so. And I've got some glue seepage, not a big deal. Just wipe it off. And it is barely art glue, so it will dry clear. Never fear. Okay. And that is our card. So pretty. So Valentine's-y and so pretty. So I'm gonna hold that down like that. I'm gonna put that aside. Let me put these aside. Get my little dish there. And let's put the envelope together. Now this is something, let me move this out a little bit more. Here we go. This is something that you can decorate the envelope like as much as you would honestly like to. But now what it is, we have these cutouts that the Cricut made. And then you have this piece. And this actually sits under this way. So we need to glue this piece on. But what I'm going to do first, I'm going to fold this score line. Just so I kind of know where it is. Use it as a guide. Make it a little bit easier. And instead of putting glue on here, because you don't know exactly where the openings are, it's just better to put glue right on the piece. And I'm going to put it right around. And I'm honestly going to go right around each one of these. The scalloped edge. Because you want everything to be held down. I'm going to go around the hearts. And just make sure I get the insides. Okay. Alrighty, and this, let me turn it this way a little bit. I'm going to line it right up with the edge here. Make sure it's lined up nicely. You can use your bone folder to kind of go over it. So pretty. Okay. And if you have glue, when you do this like with your bone folder to make sure that something is down like this, if you have some glue seepage come out, that's okay. You just wipe it up, clean it up. That just means that you have got glue coverage everywhere. And that's just the excess coming out. It's not a big deal. Don't fret. It's nothing to panic over. Okay, we have little score lines here. And there is a score line right here. And then this one folds over here. And usually on these, I make sure that it comes all the way over. Like this needs to come up a little bit more, this score line. Just a little bit. And then make sure that this, before I go ahead and do my final. Okay. There's that. And like I said, the bottom is off just a little bit. So I'm going to kind of raise that score line up a little. You're not going to see it. Okay. And then all you do is just put some glue right here. There you go. Fold it over. Make sure everything is lined up nicely. And there you go. And you've got a nice little envelope for your card. Here's our card. Everything is pretty well dry. There, then you have plenty of room, like I said, to write your message of love or friendship. And then you have your envelope. And you can even, if you want to get fancy, you can either put like a Velcro closure on here, or you can put in on the inside and under this, you can put a magnet if you wanted to for a closure. But I think it's fine just like this. Maybe even a little bit of just tape runner tape to close it up. But there you go. Beautiful Valentine. Free file from Dreaming Tree. And there you go. That's all I've got for you today. If you like this video, please give it a big old thumbs up and share it with a crafty friend. And if you haven't already, just hit that subscribe button and also that bell so you're notified every time I upload a video. And be sure to go visit Dreaming Tree. The link will be down below. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.